When we talk about baseball legends, few names carry the weight of Tom Glavine, a pitcher whose career is synonymous with excellence, consistency, and leadership. But who was really the man behind the mound? How did a young boy from Massachusetts, passionate about both baseball and hockey, become one of the most feared and respected pitchers in MLB history? I'm Alder Santos, and welcome to our channel, Legends of Baseball. Glavine's journey wasn't just about victories and titles. It was about determination, intelligence, and the ability to adapt in a sport where every detail counts. In this video, you'll discover how he achieved Hall of Fame status and left a legacy that still echoes in the stadiums and in the hearts of fans. Imagine an athlete who could have pursued a career in the NHL but chose the baseball diamond. Imagine a player who, for over 2 decades, embodied the essence of what it means to be a professional. Tom Glavine was not known for throwing impressive fastballs or strikes that defied physics. He was known for his ability to use intelligence and absolute control to dominate hitters. His presence on the mound was a spectacle of strategy, precision, and composure. What set him apart from so many others was his ability to elevate the game of everyone around him. And this gift led him to lead one of the most formidable pitching rotations in MLB history. Watch this video until the end to uncover the secrets behind Tom Glavine's incredible career and how he became one of baseball's greatest legends. Afterward, we want to hear from you. What is the most memorable moment of Glavine's career in your opinion? Leave it in the comments and share your memories or fun facts about this sports icon. Let's talk about this giant on the mound. Get ready for a journey through the most memorable moments of Tom Glavine's career, from his first steps in professional baseball to the great achievements with the Braves and Mets. In this video, you'll learn untold stories, curiosities about his technique, and the mindset that made him so special. And of course, we'll explore the decisive moments that solidified his place as one of the sport's eternal legends. Stay with us until the end, because Tom Glavine's story goes far beyond the numbers. It's a masterclass in perseverance, passion, and the true meaning of greatness. Tom Glavine is a name that resonates deeply in the world of baseball. As one of the greatest pitchers of all time, he left a legacy that goes well beyond the numbers and statistics. His story is a combination of natural talent, hard work, and a winning mindset that transformed him into a living legend of the sport. In this video, we will explore in detail Tom Glavine's extraordinary career, from his early days to his consecration as one of Major League Baseball's greatest figures. Tom Glavine was born on March 25, 1966, in Concord, Massachusetts, and grew up showing a natural talent for sports. In high school, he excelled in both baseball and ice hockey, receiving offers to pursue careers in both fields. However, he chose to follow baseball, a decision that would change not only his life, but also the history of the sport. Drafted by the Atlanta Braves in 1984, Glavine quickly rose through the minor leagues, showing impeccable control and impressive maturity for his age. His MLB debut came on August 17, 1987, and although his first year was full of ups and downs, it was clear that Glavine had what it took to succeed at the highest level. In the following years, he developed his skills, becoming known for his precise command and his ability to work the edges of the strike zone. The late 1980s were a period of growth for Glavine and the Braves, who were building the foundation for a dynasty in the next decade. The 1990s marked the peak of Tom Glavine's career. He stood out as part of one of the greatest pitching trios in history, alongside Greg Maddux and John Smoltz. Together, they turned the Braves into a powerhouse in MLB, leading the team to numerous playoff appearances and to the 1995 World Series championship. Glavine was the MVP of that series, a testament to his ability to deliver elite performances at critical moments. His performance in Game 6 of the final against the Cleveland Indians is often cited as one of the best of all time. Throughout his career, Glavine accumulated an impressive 305 wins, a feat that places him in an exclusive group of pitchers in MLB history. He was named to 10 All-Star games and won 2 Cy Young Awards in 1991 and 1998. More than the awards, however, Glavine was known for his consistency. He was the kind of player that his teammates and coaches could count on in any situation. Glavine's playing style was a combination of surgical precision and a deep understanding of baseball strategy. He was not a pitcher who relied on extreme speed, but rather on location and intelligence. He knew how to exploit hitters' weaknesses and adjust his strategy throughout the game. This skill made him extremely effective, even against the best hitters of his time. Off the field, Tom Glavine was equally admired. He was known for his quiet leadership and for being a model of professionalism. Glavine was not just an elite player. He was also an ambassador for the sport. His dedication to the community, including his philanthropic work, further reinforced his reputation as a respected figure both in and outside of baseball. Tom Glavine's impact on the Atlanta Braves and MLB as a whole is undeniable. During his 17 years with the Braves, he helped transform the franchise into one of the most successful teams of the 1990s. Even when he left the team to play for the New York Mets in 2003, Glavine continued to demonstrate his talent and leadership skills. He returned to the Braves in 2008, ending his career where it all began. In 2014, Tom Glavine was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame, an honor that was more than well-deserved. During his acceptance speech, he thanked his family, teammates, and coaches, emphasizing the importance of teamwork and the support he received throughout his journey. It was a moment that encapsulated not only his greatness as a player, but also his humility as a person. Tom Glavine's story is an inspiration for all baseball enthusiasts. It reminds us that success in sports is as much about talent as it is about hard work and dedication. Glavine showed that with intelligence, precision, and a winning mindset, it is possible to overcome challenges and leave a lasting mark. His legacy continues to inspire new generations of players, and his impact on the game will never be forgotten. If you want to know more details about Tom Glavine's life and career, keep watching this video. We will explore the most iconic moments of his journey, his impressive statistics, and what makes him one of the greatest legends of baseball of all time. You won't want to miss a thing. Glavine was known not only for his talent, but for his competitive mindset and resilience in high-pressure moments. A clear example of this was his performance in Game 6 of the 1995 World Series, where he delivered one of the most memorable performances in baseball history. With the Braves facing the Cleveland Indians, Glavine pitched 8 flawless innings, allowing just 1 hit, and ensuring that Atlanta captured its first title since 1957. This performance earned him the World Series MVP and solidified his reputation as a player who thrived in the most critical moments. In addition, Glavine was one of the main pillars of the Atlanta Braves' golden era in the 1990s. He, alongside Greg Maddux and John Smoltz, formed one of the most feared pitching rotations in MLB history. The trio dominated the baseball scene, capturing consecutive division titles and participating in 5 World Series between 1991 and 1999. This consistency was a testament to Glavine and his teammates' work ethic, skill, and preparation. Outside of his excellence on the mound, Glavine was also a great example of dedication to the sport. Even in years when he faced adversity, such as injuries or struggles with his performance, he never stopped seeking ways to improve his game. His longevity in the sport, accumulating 305 wins over his career, was a direct result of his discipline and passion for baseball. He always stood out as a pitcher who relied on his intelligence and ability to locate pitches precisely, rather than relying solely on speed or power. Another remarkable aspect of Glavine's career was his ability to adapt. Over the course of his 22 seasons in MLB, he faced changes in playing style, new opponents, and evolutions in how baseball was played. Despite this, he remained relevant and effective, continuing to be a key player for his teams, whether with the Braves or in his return to the Mets later in his career. This ability to evolve is one of the reasons he is so highly respected in the world of baseball. Glavine also had a significant impact off the field. He was always known for his professionalism and leadership, serving as a mentor to young players and as a voice of authority in the clubhouse. Additionally, he was very active in community work and charity, reinforcing his image as an idol both in and outside the sport. His humility and commitment to his principles made him an admired figure, not only by Braves fans, but by baseball lovers around the world. A fascinating aspect of Glavine was his ability to maintain consistency over a career that spanned more than 2 decades. While many pitchers face a sharp decline in performance as they age, Glavine managed to adapt, adjusting his playing style and relying even more on his precision and intelligence. He was a master at manipulating the strike zone, using his location skills to keep hitters off balance, even without a powerful fastball. This approach made him a model for future pitchers who sought longevity in the sport. Another highlight of his career was the impact he had on the evolution of the starting pitcher role. In an era where pitchers' workloads were starting to be reduced, Glavine continued to be a workhorse, regularly surpassing 200 innings pitched per season. He was known for his durability, stamina, and ability to deliver reliable performances night after night. His ability to handle such a heavy workload while still delivering high-level results was a characteristic admired by many players and coaches. Additionally, Glavine's rivalry with some of the best hitters of his generation added an extra layer of intrigue to his career. He frequently faced big names like Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr., and Tony Gwynn, and even against these giants, he managed to maintain his dominance. This ability to compete against the best and come out victorious reinforced his reputation as one of the most skilled and intelligent pitchers of his time. By the time he reached the end of his career, Glavine had left an indelible mark on the sport. His induction into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2014 was the crowning achievement of an extraordinary journey. He was inducted alongside Greg Maddux, his rotation mate with the Braves, and Frank Thomas, another great figure in the sport. During his acceptance speech, Glavine reflected on the lessons he had learned throughout his career, thanking his teammates, coaches, and of course, the fans who supported him over the years. Beyond baseball, Glavine was a talented ice hockey player, and the choice between pursuing a career in the NHL or MLB was one of the most significant decisions of his life. He was drafted by the Los Angeles Kings in 1984, but chose to follow the path of baseball, a choice that undoubtedly shaped the history of the sport. This unique detail of his life is often used to show how Glavine was a well-rounded athlete and how his determination to pursue baseball ultimately benefited millions of fans. When reflecting on Glavine's impact, it's impossible to ignore how much he symbolizes the essence of baseball: patience, intelligence, and resilience. He wasn't just a pitcher, but a true strategist, someone who understood the game on a deep level and used that understanding to overcome physically stronger opponents. His meticulous approach, work ethic, and passion for the game made him one of the most admired figures in MLB. Tom Glavine also made a significant impact off the field. Known as one of the great leaders both inside and outside the clubs he played for, he was always a vocal presence in the clubhouse, serving as a mentor to younger players and an example of how to conduct oneself professionally. For Glavine, success in baseball wasn't just about what happened on the mound, but also about the mindset and behavior an elite athlete must adopt. He believed mental preparation was just as important as physical talent, and this showed in how he approached each game, regardless of the opponent or its significance. Another aspect that solidified his legacy was his relationship with the city of Atlanta and the Braves fans. To many fans, Glavine wasn't just a player. He was a symbol of the franchise's golden era. The loyalty and consistency with which he served the organization made him a local icon. His return to the Braves in 2008, after a stint with the Mets, was widely celebrated, showing just how much he was valued by the community. His connection to the city went beyond the sport, as he became involved in various charitable initiatives and served as a role model for young athletes in the area. Glavine's relationship with his teammates was also one of the cornerstones of his career. Playing alongside legends like Greg Maddux and John Smoltz formed one of the most feared pitching rotations in baseball history. But more than the healthy competition between them, there was a camaraderie that always shone through when they were together. Glavine often spoke about how they challenged each other to be better, not just as athletes, but as individuals. This partnership translated into unprecedented collective success for the Braves in the 1990s, culminating in the 1995 World Series title. Speaking of 1995, it's impossible to discuss Tom Glavine's career without highlighting his decisive performance in Game 6 of that World Series. With the Braves on the verge of winning their first title in Atlanta, Glavine took the mound and delivered a historic performance, allowing just one hit in 8 innings against the powerful Cleveland Indians offense. It was the type of game that solidifies a player's reputation as one of the greatest of all time, and Glavine was deservedly named the series MVP. For many, that game encapsulates what he represented: calm under pressure, technical excellence, and an unwavering winning mindset. Although Tom Glavine has hung up his cleats, his influence on the sport continues to be felt. He remains active in the world of baseball, whether as a commentator, a mentor to young pitchers, or making public appearances to promote the sport. He is frequently invited to share his experiences and reflections, helping to shape the next generation of athletes. Additionally, his constant presence in the sports scene reinforces his historical importance and ensures his legacy will remain alive for decades. Tom Glavine's story is a celebration of what baseball truly represents at its core. He was the kind of player who didn't rely on brute force or extreme speed, but rather on intelligence, technique, and resilience. He proved that consistency over time is the true indicator of greatness, and that hard work and dedication are just as important as natural talent. For baseball fans of all ages, he remains an inspiration, a prime example that with the right mindset, anyone can reach extraordinary heights. Tom Glavine also embodies the concept of loyalty in sports, something that often seems to be fading in the modern era. Throughout his long career, his connection with the Braves went beyond the simple player-franchise relationship. He represented the city of Atlanta and the values that the fans associated with the team: hard work, perseverance, and a never-give-up attitude. Even when he played for the Mets, there was a sense that Glavine never truly left Atlanta in spirit. When he returned as a veteran, it was as though a missing piece of the puzzle had been restored, and his warm reception by the fans showed just how loved and respected he was. Furthermore, Glavine was a model of consistency, one of the most difficult attributes to achieve in professional sports. For more than 2 decades, he defied the odds and stayed at the top, while many other players came and went. This durability was not just physical, but mental, something many coaches and players recognize as even more important. For Glavine, every game was an opportunity to show his dedication to baseball, and he never took that for granted. He knew that success required constant effort, and he was always willing to put in the extra work. Over the course of his career, Glavine accumulated numerous impressive milestones. With more than 300 wins, he belongs to an exclusive group of pitchers who achieve this monumental feat, something that will likely become increasingly rare in the modern era of baseball. He also made 10 All-Star games, a testament to his sustained relevance and excellence over many seasons. These accomplishments, along with his 2 Cy Young Awards, are testaments to his innate ability and the effort he dedicated to his craft. But the numbers only tell part of the story. To truly understand Tom Glavine's impact, you must look at what he meant to his teammates and opponents. He was known as a fierce competitor, someone who never gave an inch on the mound. Still, off the field, he was respected for his integrity and humility. Many young pitchers who came after him cite Glavine as a crucial influence, not only for his technical ability, but also for his work ethic and professional approach. Glavine also understood the importance of giving back to the sport that had given him so much. He was always involved in community activities and charitable initiatives, showing that his impact went far beyond the lines of the field. He used his prominent position to make a difference, particularly in Atlanta, where he became a beloved figure both for what he did on the mound and for what he did off it. His value-centered approach and dedication to serving others are qualities that continue to inspire people of all ages. Tom Glavine wasn't just a great pitcher, he was an ambassador for baseball. His career is a powerful reminder that success in sports, just like in life, isn't just about talent, but about perseverance, intelligence, and character. He was a strategist on the mound, a leader in the clubhouse, and a model of conduct off the field. Reflecting on his journey, it's clear that Glavine didn't just leave a mark on baseball. He helped shape the way the game is played and appreciated. His legacy, like all great legends, will be remembered not just for the numbers, but for the way he played the game and lived his life. Tom Glavine was also an example of how an athlete can reinvent himself throughout his career. Even in moments when his velocity began to decrease and his age became a factor, he found ways to remain effective. He adapted his pitching style, focusing more on control, precise location, and exploiting the weaknesses of opposing hitters. This ability to evolve not only prolonged his career, but also solidified his reputation as one of the smartest and most methodical pitchers of his era. One of the most memorable chapters of his career was undoubtedly his performance in the 1995 World Series, where the Braves finally won the coveted title. Glavine was the series MVP, thanks to his masterful performance in Game 6, where he pitched 8 shutout innings and sealed the victory for Atlanta. It was a moment that will forever be etched in the memories of baseball fans. And for Glavine, it was the culmination of years of hard work and dedication. He delivered one of the most iconic postseason performances in history, cementing his place among the greatest players in the sport. Beyond baseball, Glavine also had a passion for another sport, hockey. Before deciding to pursue a career in baseball, he was a promising hockey player in high school and was even drafted by the Los Angeles Kings in the NHL. His skill in 2 high-level sports speaks volumes about his athletic versatility and determination to achieve excellence in whatever area he chose. Although he opted for baseball, his love for hockey was always part of his identity, and he often mentioned how the sport contributed to his competitive mindset. The longevity of Tom Glavine's career is also a testament to his discipline off the field. He was always meticulous in his physical and mental preparation, understanding that success in baseball didn't depend solely on what happened during games. He studied opponents, worked tirelessly to refine his skills, and maintained a healthy lifestyle that allowed him to compete at a high level for so many years. This holistic approach to the game was one of the reasons he managed to remain relevant in a sport that is constantly evolving. Glavine also stood out for the way he navigated the pressures of being a professional athlete. He was known for his calm and composure, even in the most tense situations. This calmness on the mound was one of his greatest weapons, unsettling hitters and instilling confidence in his teammates. It was this serene presence that made him a natural leader, someone the Braves could count on in the most crucial moments. He never let pressure affect his performance, and this characteristic was key to his continued success. Today, Tom Glavine remains a revered figure in the world of baseball. As a Hall of Fame member, he joined other giants of the sport and solidified his place in history. But beyond the awards and honors, what truly defines his legacy is how he inspired generations of players and fans. He showed us that baseball is more than a game of strength and speed. It's a game of intelligence, strategy, and heart. His story is a reminder that true success comes from those who are willing to dedicate themselves entirely to their craft, continuously learn, and stay true to the values that guided them along the way. Tom Glavine is, without a doubt, a legend, not only for his achievements on the mound, but for how he represented the spirit of baseball. Tom Glavine not only left an indelible mark on baseball, but he also became a model of professionalism for athletes across all sports. His work ethic, meticulous preparation, and commitment to the game are qualities that transcend statistics. He was more than just an elite player. He was a student of the game, someone who understood every nuance and detail that could make the difference between victory and defeat. Glavine proved that it is not only physical skills that define a career, but also the ability to think strategically, adapt, and persevere. In addition to his legacy as a player, Tom Glavine also had a significant impact off the field. He was always active in community activities, dedicating time and resources to help others. His involvement with charities and social projects demonstrated a human side that went beyond the pitching mound. For Glavine, being a successful athlete also meant giving back and using his platform to make a difference in people's lives. He was frequently involved with youth programs, encouraging the practice of sports and teaching lessons about teamwork, determination, and respect. After his retirement, Glavine stayed close to the game he loved so much. He took on roles as a commentator and analyst, sharing his vast experience and knowledge with fans, helping keep the connection with the sport alive. His analyses were always praised for their clarity and depth, reflecting his passion and unique understanding of baseball. Even away from the mound, he remains an influential voice in the sport, helping to shape the future of the game and inspiring the next generation of players. Tom Glavine's career is a clear testament to how a combination of technical skill, intelligence, and resilience can lead someone to become a legend in sports. His pitching style, which was distinct from the brute strength and speed of many of his contemporaries, showed the world that baseball is not only a game of power, but also of strategy and control. Glavine taught us that patience and understanding of the game are just as crucial as physical ability. In a sport where the details make all the difference, he stood out for his ability to dominate the most difficult situations with calm and focus, becoming a model of professionalism and dedication. His journey proves that true excellence is not just about natural talent, but about hard work, discipline, and mental preparation that are applied in every game. Moreover, his longevity in the MLB, which lasted 22 years, demonstrates the importance of adaptability. Glavine knew how to adjust his style over time, especially when injuries began to take their toll and his speed was no longer the same. Instead of clinging to an old way of playing, he evolved and became even more efficient, developing a greater intelligence in the use of his skills. This teaches us that, just like in baseball, life requires us to adapt to changes and find new ways to move forward. Often, it's not about continuing to do things the same way, but about evolving and innovating as circumstances change. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more fascinating content, and activate the notification bell. And don't forget to leave your comment. Finally, Tom Glavine reminds us that greatness in baseball, just like in life, doesn't come from a single moment of glory, but from a whole journey of consistency, evolution, and dedication. He taught us that true strength is not just in what we do on our best days, but in how we face challenges, learn from our mistakes, and stay committed to our vision, even when things seem tough. His story is an example of how, throughout our journey, it's possible to achieve lasting success and leave a meaningful legacy for future generations if we have the courage to fully dedicate ourselves to our craft and our passion. Ultimately, Glavine's life is not just about numbers and victories, but about the impact he had on the game and the lives of those around him, something that will undoubtedly be remembered for a long time. Until the next journey, dear baseball-loving friends,